Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Very excited for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Steven. Thanks so much, Steven. I really appreciate it. It's Treehouse and it's Space and Time, and it does have some age on it. It is from March 2020. It's currently early February 2022, so approaching the 2-year mark. So let's see. It does give some tasting notes, so I'll just read the whole thing, and it is what it is. Space and Time is a double mash extended boil Imperial Stout. It is pure, rugged, and laced with bold flavor as a function of extraordinary European roasted and crystal malts. Amid a world of sweetness, Space and Time rebels, putting forth intense flavors of baker's chocolate, roasted malt, and a firm, sturdy bitterness that entices the next sip. It asks us to reflect upon the I was doing so well. I was going to comment how like the font is big and it's dark on a light background and it's so easy to read. Inexorable march of time, inexorable march of time. Enjoy. If it wasn't for that one word, it would have been flawless. Anyway, super excited. Does it have the ABV? Imperial Stout, Russian Imperial Stout, it says at the bottom. Yeah, I don't see an ABV. I'm going to guess this is pretty boozy. That's just me. Right? Russian Imperial Stout. Ooh. Couple years on. I got the proper glassware. Save some for the Instagram shot. I'm like, hey, I wonder, can you see it? Like, I don't even know. It's so hard to see what the design is. Looks like maybe it's the outside of the building. Anyway, maybe it makes more sense to have that part where it says Space and Time. Whatever. Very dark. Very, very, very dark. Probably about as close to motor oil as you can get without me saying, that's motor oil. We got just under a finger of mocha head, small bubbles for sure. Some legs. The lacing does not seem to want to stick around, but the legs do. So again, I'm thinking this is probably double digits. Maybe I'm missing the ABV. If I find the ABV, I'll put it in the description box below. But anyway, looks like a big Russian Imperial Stout. It's a short version. Let's get into the aroma. Man, that's nice. So you do get, man, a big stout without any adjuncts. Really nice reminder as someone who reviews beers, anyone obviously, but like as I try to articulate what I'm tasting, what's similar, different to other things, etc. This really shows you what like a big roasty stout with that roast smells like versus one that has like coffee added or something, right? Or chocolate or what, yeah, even chocolate, but definitely like, coffee can easily up the roast, right? And chocolate can too. But anyway, to see, just 4 core ingredients kicking out that roast, good reminder. Really nice, really nice. I get this, not barrel-aged wood, but like, you're outside, it starts to rain, and you're in the woods, like a little bit of like that earthy, woodsy smell as well. I like their baker's chocolate because it's not dark chocolate, it's not milk chocolate, but it's unmistakably a chocolate note. And I think that like raw, you just open it up, cacao powder, cocoa powder, no sugar, not hot chocolate mix. So I like that baker's chocolate intensity, but also because it differentiates from how you can a lot of times get chocolate in a stout. And I think it's because of how roasty this beer is. And then just kind of like a nondescript, slight hoppy, again, like that earthiness I was mentioning before, but just kind of like, oh yeah, like there is, it's not like, is this a black IPA or a big stout? Like it's not like up to debate. It's definitely a stout, but there is this like just very generic hoppiness but it's very muted. I mean, it's not one. It's not equal to anything else I've just said. It is way, 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 way down. Smells fantastic. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Steven. Man, I mean, I like that aroma, but that taste, step up. Step up from something that was already, based on the aroma, you know, something I was already excited for. Great mouthfeel. Man, that roastiness. They're not calling it a milk stout or anything, you know, like, but it has, you know, really nice body, which you can get without lactose, obviously. It's not overly sweet or anything, but the reason I'm even thinking of it is there's this really nice sweetness, but it's a little confectionery sugary, which is why my mind went there. But nice roast, balanced out with nice sweetness. I mean, just like really well-crafted balance of the two. The blending also, especially with the age on it, the blending of the two. Different sensations. Just like the aroma, you get that chocolate, but it's not how I have, even ones that don't have chocolate, cacao, cocoa nibs, whatever, in it. Different than a lot of the stouts I've had lately in terms of how the chocolate is expressing itself. But again, just like the aroma, it's unmistakably chocolate. So I agree with that note for sure that they have on there. Of course, I say that, then I get a little bit of milk chocolate that sip, so there you go. With that milk chocolate, a little blueberry. There's some nice caramel in there, too. Yeah. That's the thing I'm like, don't end the review yet, because there's this other thing that you're going to be mad that you didn't say as you drink this off camera. And it's the caramel note. And again, there's like this confectionery sugar thing throughout also, but this other thing that is sweet is unmistakably caramel. But again, a relatively roasty beer. It really, this is not the roastiest Russian Imperial Stout I've ever had. It's certainly not the sweetest stout I've ever had. This is like, hey, I've only ever had pastry stouts or whatever, right? Like really sweet stouts. But I heard there's this other kind that's a little roastier. This is a stepping stone to that. It's got those elements, but not just those elements, not those elements overwhelmingly. This is a really, really, really good stepping stone towards that. As someone who likes all of these kinds of stouts, I appreciate that about this, because you're kind of getting a little bit of the best of both worlds there. And I mentioned pastry. It's not that sweet. It's not that sweet at all. I'm saying, like, if that's where your starting point is, you want to try more quote-unquote traditional or roasty or whatever, however you want to phrase it, this is a nice stepping stone because it has some of that sweetness. It has a little bit of expression with the sweeter milk chocolate, but it really is also, you know, that roasty Russian Imperial Stout. This is phenomenal. I didn't have this fresh. I don't think I've had it fresh anyway. And certainly with age, it has distinct flavors, but they're really melding together nicely. I love this beer. I love this. So thanks again, Steve. I really appreciate it. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had a non-adjuncted stout lately you want to talk about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.